previously we have discussed about the different types of materials. Briefly, we have discussed about what are the different types of materials, and I have given a simple just difference of between the different types of materials. Like we have discussed about the diamagnetic material, paramagnetic material, and the ferromagnetic material. Diamagnetic material, as I have already told, this is weakly magnetized. Then we can consider the paramagnetic material as a magnetized, and the first one, that is a ferromagnetic material, as a strongly magnetized. And also we have discussed about the electron theory of diamagnetism. How does the diamagnetism works? Okay, so today the topic that we are going to discuss is about the paramagnetic material, and the last one, that is a ferromagnetic material, and how does it works. Okay, first of all, we'll be discussing about the paramagnetic materials. Magnetic. Okay, now if you consider paramagnetic material, suppose we have a material like this. We have the magnetic material. This magnetic material, that is a paramagnetic material, it is placed under zero magnetic field. That means there is no magnetic field at all. Remember that this material, that is a paramagnetic material, it gets influenced by a magnetic field and also by the temperature. This is a temperature dependent material. Okay, suppose if you change the temperature, that means if you decrease the temperature while doing this experiment of a paramagnetic material, its magnetic property gets reduced. So we have to take care while doing the experiment, while magnetizing this material. Okay, this is a temperature dependent material, and the law that follows this paramagnetic material, that is called as the Curie's law. Curie's law of paramagnetism. We can consider as the magnetic material is inversely proportional to the temperature. The temperature increases, the magnetic property decreases of this paramagnetic material. Now, if I consider the paramagnetic material, so this is placed under a zero magnetic field. Then if you consider the atoms that are placed here, it moves randomly here and there. There is no specific orientation of these atoms in a paramagnetic material. So the magnetic moment, if I calculate the magnetic moment of these atoms, the magnetic moment comes out to be zero, because it is in a random manner. There is no specific orientation related with it. If I connect this, that means a paramagnetic material, if I place in a magnetic field, so B not equals to 0, that means there is a magnetic field. So these atoms, okay, these atoms gets aligned in the direction of the magnetic field. Suppose if your magnetic field is directing towards this side, these atoms will be aligning towards a magnetic field. Okay, as it is seen here. But if you see in a diagram, there is a difference in a diagram. You see this atom and this atom, it is still now it is not directing towards the magnetic field. Why? Because this paramagnetic material, it becomes fully magnetized when we apply a strong magnetic field. You need a strong magnetic field to completely magnetize this material. If your atoms are not aligned in the direction of the magnetic field, that means it is not completely magnetized, it is weakly magnetized. Okay, so for completing, that means for making the material completely magnetized, you need two conditions. One, so first condition is it should be having a strong magnetic field. The second condition is that it should be having a very low temperature. So these are the two required conditions for making this paramagnetic material strongly magnetized. Then we come to the third type of magnetic material, that is a ferromagnetic material. Now we see how does this ferromagnetic material works. Let us see how does it works. So this ferromagnetic material, if I discuss about this ferromagnetic material is related to a topic which we call as a domains. Now ये जो domains है, domains का meaning है कि a group of atoms forming a space around it. Okay, that are called as the domains. So how does the domains look like, you see? this is a ferromagnetic material. It creates a boundary like this. Okay, and this boundary is accommodated by domains. Okay, these are called as the domains. And these domains are making a specific boundary for it. This is a specific boundary, this is a specific boundary. Now, this is placed inside a weak magnetic field. That means there is no magnetic field placed here. Okay, this is a weak magnetic field. Now, what I will be doing, I will be placing this ferromagnetic material in a weak magnetic field. If I place in a weak magnetic field, then what happens, you see? Okay, so you can see in the weak magnetic field, the domains which are there and making a boundary, most of the atoms are aligning along the direction of the magnetic field, but still you can see the above one, it is still not aligning in the direction of the magnetic field. This means that it is not completely magnetized. To make it completely magnetized, what we have to do, the same condition that we have applied in the strong magnetic field, in the paramagnetic material, this needs to be applied in a strong magnetic field. So when we apply in a strong magnetic field, all the domains will be aligning in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, then it becomes a strongly magnetic material. Now, which one is a strongly magnetic material? The strongly magnetic material, perfect example is your iron. As we know, the iron gets attracted towards a magnet. So that iron, based on that only, it is named ferro. Okay, so this is called as a ferromagnetic material, and from this we can also make an electromagnet also. So this chapter, it is up till here only, and maybe the magnetic materials may be deleted because previously in the last year, due to the pandemic situation, this was cancelled because of the 30% reduce in the syllabus. Maybe this time also it may be cancelled, but the syllabus that was given on March, this was added, so that's why I am doing it a little bit. So anything doubt you have related to this, you can ask me, you can contact me on my contact number. Okay, so thank you for today. We'll be doing some more topics. I think this chapter is finished. We'll be going to the next chapter. Okay, so the next chapter will be starting from the next class. Thank you.